this movie, I'm going to provide you, I hope, with a little bit of an overview on how the program starts. Once you've unzipped the zip file and started the program, you'll see a screen similar to this one. This is for version 9.919. On the left is a listing of all the membership. As you add members, their name goes over here, so you can quickly jump to the specific information about any selected member. Joseph Hart, here's his information. Robert Lewinsky, here's his information. So you can also see that this is for members. You can also select candidates, and it'll show you just the candidates. Or you can show all, which is members and candidates. Or you can include deceased, which is a total of 64 members and candidates who are including the deceased. Or if you don't include deceased, there's 62. As you select a member, his name appears here, and his status as member or candidate is repeated here. You can show just the active members, which there's 52, or you can show all the inactive members, which there's 7. And the way to go through the listing here is the first one is John Adams. And you can see that the reason they're inactive at the bottom. So if you want to limit yourself to just the active members, click here. The input's pretty straightforward. If you want to add a new member, you come to here, select whether they're a member or candidate, and put in the address, and I'm just hitting the tab key. It takes me to the zip field instead of to the city and the state. The reason it does that is because when you're in the zip field, you can just type in the zip code, and when you click out, the program looks up the city and the state. When it comes to the phone number, just type in the digits. Whoops. Type in the digits. And it'll format it for you. And this is where you select your membership type. Here's that 25-year membership we just added. Well, it turns out that was a mistake because, wow, visitors don't have memberships. So to get rid of it, we just click right there. As our new member, Hiram B. Good, as he progresses, we need to come as part of his progress. We need to be sure this is filled out. So let's go in here and find out who's coaching him, what the petition date is, when he was received, when it was reported, that kind of thing. So let's see, if we come over here with members, look at a member, let's say Davy Crockett, look at his dues, make sure filter is off. To add dues, if he's paying dues, you get this message. Looks like Davy Crockett's making dues payment to bring him current. However, his member status is NPD, right here. Do you want to delete his status of NPD? Yes. So now that's deleted and his status turns to current. These values here, the dues and the assessments, 5 for dues, 9 for assessments, are pulled over from the Lodge setup screen according to his membership type, which is Past Master. So again, if we go back to Lodge setup and we look at Past Master, we see we have assessments, which is 9, and Past Master dues, which is 5. And so we have here 5 and 9, a total of 14. So make sure everything's right in setup, and you'll get automatic values added when dues are being paid. As far as chairs are concerned, as someone progresses through the chairs, just make a note. Same thing with proficiency. Committees, awards, concordant bodies. This has been covered in a different video, but I'll cover it again here just to make sure you get it. If there's a value, for example, in chairs, see this little symbol? Clicking that symbol allows you to add, in this case, your own definition, your own designator for chairs. Maybe you don't want to have JD, maybe you want to put junior deacon. You just do it right here. And likewise, we want to change this to senior deacon. So now we return. There's our junior deacon we just changed. All these, a lot of these have the same ability to edit. Committee, here's how you edit the committees. Awards, same thing. Concordant bodies, same thing. The only one that's really different is proficiency. And that is, the listing is so big that I had to add a designation for a prior designation of degree before you can choose your proficiency. If you try to choose a proficiency without specifying a degree, you get this. So simply come over here, say choose 3rd degree. Now when you click on 3rd degree, you're going to see all these, the 3rd degree proficiencies. If you want to change one, just click on the little box and add it. So one more thing you should be aware of is, you notice you can't type anything in for the date of passing. That's because the information concerning the date of passing is under membership DDES NPD. If a member becomes deceased, demits, expelled, suspended, or becomes NPD, you come to this section. So Davy Crockett was NPD here. And he subsequently becomes deceased. So we're here. Notice what happens. The listing here, the member status, reflects the most current, August 2012 versus March 2010, the most current listing at the top of the display. And he's still current in his dues because he paid through 2012. Now, also notice that when I said deceased, put the date here, the date got translated up here in the date of passing field. If you want to know how that works, just remember right here, you can click this little question mark and this will remind you. I try to use these little question marks as means to provide additional information to help you get familiar with the program and how it works. So I hope that's a good overview for you. Be sure and watch the rest of the videos.